Today, I wanted to talk to you about my latest safety gear, the Tech Air 5 from Alpine. I did searching over the past few months, trying to figure out what the best protective gear might be out there in the airbag vests. And I finally concluded that the Alpine unit, while slightly more expensive than most, I think offered the most protection for the vests that are available today. I saw this, the Alpine jacket a few years ago, and it was astronomically expensive, a couple grand, but the thing has come down to something below $750, depending on where you shop for it. It's a dual canister device, and it's really a full abdomen, back, and frontal area. And I'm going to say as good an impact coverage as you can get. Here on the back, there are two canisters. Both inflate automatically upon impact. And as I understand it, a rear end collision gives you the same protection as if it was a frontal collision. So when you're leaving the bike, when you hit, it inflates in something almost instantaneously. And also, if you're hit from the rear, it gives you the same kind of protection. I ordered this. I got it in about 5 or 6 days. It's a unit that you wear under a jacket. It's not to be worn on the outside, and it's a fairly easy jacket to put on. It weighs about 3.5 pounds, and it, as again I said, it actually gives you the best overall coverage of all of the units I've seen advertised or on sale today. Yesterday I put this on and I had a little difficulty snapping it, but it is a magnetic unit at the bottom, so if you're just careful, it snaps right together and it zips right up. And again, this is worn under your jacket. I'll show you in a minute that I use the Joe Rocket exterior jacket here, and I'll show you how it fits. What I like about this unit is it charges rather rapidly. In an hour, you can probably do all the writing you want to do, but it does give you 30 hours of writing. And it is a lithium battery in the backpack. And again, you can see how it works on me here. I weigh about 180 pounds. I'm 5'10½", and I found I tipped out in the medium to large when you use their sizing parameters for chest, gut, hips, and so forth. But I really feel quite comfortable with it. You can tell you have something on your back. The 3.5 pounds is probably higher right below your neck. But again, this thing inflates shoulders, gut, and back instantaneously on impact. The one thing I like about this one is you're not tethered, and it gives you 30 hours of writing capacity on a single charge. And it isn't activated until you zip this unit up and you flip this tab over that makes contact on this side. And I think you can see what happens now is you'll see the light sequence work here. And when it goes green, it means we're ready to ride. This is also visible on your Bluetooth cell phone. So if you ride with a bike phone in a caddy, you can monitor its usage, and it tells you how much time is left on the charge pack. And again, it's supposed to be 30 hours of ride time. I obviously have not tested that yet, but I'm sure it'll live up to that expectation. Shelf life's about 15 days, so if you charge it up and you don't ride it for a week, you're still going to have plenty of time to use it, but It does have to get recharged after 15 days, and again, it gives you 30 hours of charge time. So I put this on. I have a caddy for my phone, which I'll show you a screenshot of later when you see the features that are displayed on your phone. It also does track your rides when you use the phone system. And if there are updates from Alpine, it does give you those updates automatically, because once you're connected with Bluetooth and then to Wi-Fi, you're in contact with Alpine and you can get those updates. Now again, this is an undergarment, inflatable undergarment, and in my case, I use the Joe Rocket jacket. It already has some back protection in it as well, and also elbow protections. So I'm really supplementing the jacket quite extensively when you consider the Tech Air 5 unit. So they have a size chart to get you into the right garment, or right vest size. And what they tell you to do is allow some coverage inside the jacket, so once you're all zipped up, if it does inflate, you want it to have room to expand, and I think I've done it the right way. This jacket is, I think, well within the parameters they ask you to keep in mind, so that I have enough space within the jacket so that if it were to inflate on me, it's proper and it works. So again, this is a upgrade for safety. I am an older rider. I'm 77. And I would suggest if you're a younger rider, something like this is well worth the money. I have been over on the bike at least once, and although I survived it, I would have survived it in a better fashion had I had this inflatable unit on. They don't do anything for broken ribs except make you rest. So I was quite fortunate in that regard. But you can have other injuries, and this is meant to help minimize those in a drop of the bike, a bike accident, or somebody hit you in a car. I like the unit. Again, I'll put it in the description where I bought it, what I paid for it, and I think it's well worth the investment for younger riders, older riders. It does have a track feature if you're a track guy, track gal, and what it does is, on impacts of under 18 miles an hour, it won't inflate. So if you're leaving and getting on a track and aren't going very fast, it won't deploy. But the street option is the one I use, so that if anything happens, it does deploy and I'm protected. So this is a late entry in riding season this year, but it is getting cooler now, and I'm probably going to get to ride a lot more. And it was something I really thought was a good option to have, and I got 2 thumbs up from all family members about me continuing to ride and continuing to ride with this kind of protection. If you enjoyed this, have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to address those in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up if you can, and we'll be talking to each other again after I get a first ride under my belt with the unit.